I did not expect Cole to respond as quickly as he did. I knew he was going to respond because he is the greatest as of right now. And yes, you know what I'm saying? I know people think that it might be Drizzy or it might be Lamar over Cole. No, it's not. And I'm going to explain to you why. I don't like to give opinions when it comes to things like this. You know, like everybody has their own opinions when it comes to who's the best, when it comes to football, basketball, soccer, whatever. I don't like to go off of opinions because opinions are biased. I like to go off of the resume, the facts. So I'm going to explain to you why Cole is the best right now between the big three. But before I do that, I want to focus on the diss track. The diss track that Cole made, it was better than what Kendrick put out for sure. Absolutely. You know, Cole said things, he said like 10 things that were specifically shots at Lamar. And go listen to it. Go listen to it 2 different times and you'll catch a lot of it. One of the first things I noticed that he said that Lamar's albums are trash. You know, he said it like this. I'm going to paraphrase it. He said, your last album was tragic, which it was. You know what I'm saying? That's why I personally think that Lamar no longer is the dude he once was, because his 2022 album was absolute garbage in my opinion. Well, why did I say that in my opinion? Not even in my opinion. Straight facts. I can't even say my opinion because when I listened through the whole album, it was like 2 songs up there that were okay, and the rest was like him just doing R&B and a whole bunch of singing and crap. It was just terrible, bro. And I'm not the only one that thinks this. A lot of people, you know, call that album mid. You know what I'm saying? They said he was soul searching. You know, and I think that even on that album, you know, Lamar, he mentioned how he cheated on his wife and how it made him feel and things like that. So I think that that was him soul searching, you know, because he's put himself through a lot. He cheated on his wife and things of that nature. And I remember it was all over the news when the album first came out about how he admitted that he committed adultery. You know what I'm saying? He cheated on his wife and so on and so forth. You know, then if I'm not tripping, didn't he wear a crown of thorns on his head? He was trying to portray himself as the Messiah. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was on a whole, I don't know what he was doing with that album. He should have kept that in the vault, bro. I don't know what he was thinking. But Cole said, your last album was tragic. And then he said, your third album was a classic. And then he said the other ones, you know what I'm saying, they were gassed. You know, people gassed it up as if they were great and they really were mediocre. That's one thing that I caught. And then I caught another line where he said, he said that Lamar fell off like The Simpsons. You know, The Simpsons was an amazing show back in the day. I never seen it, but I know it was amazing because it was very popular. You know what I'm saying? It's very popular until this day. People still talk about the old episodes. And he said, like, hey, The Simpsons show fell off. It ain't the same no more. And that's how your career is. You're no longer the same artist. You no longer bring that same excitement like the Simpsons show did 20 years ago. It's not the same. Then I caught another line and Cole basically said, he said, I like you. You know what I'm saying? I think he said something like that. He was like, I like you. I think you're a great artist, but he was like, you know what I'm saying? Now that you're coming for me, now, you know, we're going to have to go back and forth. We're going to have to go to war over this. Because why did he say something? And then another thing Cole said, he said, it took for me to surpass you for you to diss me. And I was like, now that's hard right there. Because the only reason Lamar even made a diss was because he noticed that Cole is getting out of control, man. Cole has reached his prime. And he even said this in the song. He said that back in the day, I was trailing behind you. But he said, now I'm ahead with a comfortable lead because I'm in my prime. That's a fact. I've always said that back in the day, Lamar was better for sure. And I'm glad that Cole admitted that. He didn't say, oh, I've always been better. He admitted back in the day, Lamar was hot. He was better. His flow was better. It was unmatched. right? But somewhere along the way, Cole got better. He surpassed Lamar. And you can see it in the work. Cole has done features with so many different artists, and he's literally done great on every single verse, bro. And I'm gonna tell y'all where it started at, right? In the song A Lot with 21 Savage, he told us he was gonna do this. He told us in A Lot with 21 Savage that this was gonna be his plan. He said in the song, and I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember the exact line, but he said the fans want everything else. So he said, I'll get on the future with everybody and you know what the outcome will be. What he meant was, since the fans don't know what they want from me, I'm going to get on a song with everybody that I can possibly get on a song with, and I'm going to go brazy on the track. At that point, y'all can't deny that I'm not the best once I kill everybody feature. He's done features with Lil Baby, Summer Walker, and Summer Walker, she ain't even a rapper, she an R&B artist. He destroyed that. He did one with Lil Yachty, the one I just mentioned about 21 Savage. He did one with this R&B singer named Bia. He did one with Gucci Mane. I mean, come on, bro. The list goes on and on and on. And every single one, you can play it in your car. He did not do bad. He did one with Benny the Butcher. Oh my Lord, bro. Bro, if you ain't heard the feature he did with Benny the Butcher, dog. I found out about that song late. I just heard it, bro, like last year. I don't know how I missed that one. Because Benny the Butcher, he not really a big rapper. When I heard that verse, I said, dog, this dude Cole is nasty. Like, when he meant he's going to get on everybody's feature and he's going to destroy you, bro, he meant what he said, bro. I think out of all the features he did, the one he did with Benny the Butcher, bro, I think it was the hardest, bro. I think that was the hardest. And that's why he's where he's at. That's why Kendrick had to say something. He's looking from a distance, and he like, okay, Cole getting dangerous. As Cole said in the song, he said, it took for me to get in my prime and surpass you for you to respond. What he means is he's a threat now. Cole is a threat to Kendrick. You know what I mean? So he had to respond. Because if he doesn't, if Lamar just sat back in retirement, and remember the last album he put out was in 2022. Matter of fact, I think that was the last time we heard anything from him. If he just sit back while Drizzy and Cole doing their thing, he's going to get surpassed indefinitely. I already think it happened. And this is the part where, well, actually, no, I'm not even gonna say it yet. I'm gonna wait a little bit later on. But I'm telling y'all, what I'm about to say, it's gonna make people mad. But you can't get mad because you gotta look at the resumes, bro. You feel me? But at this point, I don't think Lamar, you know what I'm saying, he's the best anymore. I think we all have to agree it's Cole because of the features. You know, we have to agree it's Cole. And then not only that, we have to look at the last album Cole put out was a masterpiece. But the last album Lamar put out was garbage. It was hot garbage. I can't even remember one name from, I can't remember one song name from the album because it was that bad. And I listened to it, bro. I listened to it. And I remember my dad was playing in the car, yet I can't remember one song name because it was that bad. Now, Cole's, I didn't even listen to the full album, bro. Yet I remember some of the songs up there. It's a song up there called My Life. It's a song called Pride is the Devil. I think that's the name of it. It's another song up there. What's it called? I forgot the name of it, bro. I think it's, 95 South, I think that's the first song on the album, which was crazy. You know what I'm saying? He got that other song, I want to say it's called Akari or something like that. I might be getting the name wrong because that album came out in 2021. But I can at least remember some song names from the album. You know what I mean? But yet I can't remember one from Lamar's. Right? It was no song up there that I could say, oh, let me put this in my playlist. Every song on that album was mediocre, if not trash. And that's why a lot of fans said he must be soul searching, because he was talking about how he cheated on his wife. And I remember the news was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, I think that was him soul searching. And if that was the case, if you soul searching, G, don't make music. Let that be a lesson for you, Lamar, and for any other rapper. If you're soul searching and you're trying to find yourself because you've lost your identity, do not put it in the music. Because when you're soul searching, you know what I'm saying, that means you're in a confused state. You're in an identity crisis. You don't know who you are. You don't know who you want to be, so you're confused. Therefore, when you make music, you're going to be confused. You're going to sound confused. His whole album was confusion. You know what I mean? To me, it sounded like Lamar was trying to be an R&B singer, right? It sounded like he was trying to be on a different wave, man. And that's not his style, bro. You're not an R&B singer, G. You are a rapper. He tried to do what Drizzy be doing. You ain't Drizzy, G. Drizzy is the only one that can play both sides. He's the only one that can be singing and that can be freaking rapping real hard. He's the only one that can do that, dog. Nobody else can play both sides like Drake. You know what I'm saying? It's because he's light-skinned. That's the only reason. You feel me? That's that light skin in him. You can't do that. You need to stick to strictly rapping, no singing at all, bro. That's where he messed up at. And now I'm going to talk about the order. I'm going to talk about the big three. I already said it. Cole is one. He's numero uno. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of the features. If he didn't do the features, I'm going to be honest, it would be hard to put him in number one. It would be hard, I'm not going to lie. Because, you know, Cole really doesn't have, and he even said it in his diss, he said that he doesn't have any Grammys. You know, I think Lamar has like 10 Grammys, I think, or whatever. He has more Grammys than Cole. And I want to say Drizzy has some too. Don't quote me on that. So I think that it would be difficult to try to put Cole at one. But based off of the fact that he's been doing features and he's been doing something that Lamar or Drizzy has never done before, right, in terms of getting the game on lock, that is why you can say he's the best now. That's why you can say he's the best. And then I forgot, how did I forget to mention this? Remember the song All My Life with Lil Durk? I forgot about that. The song All My Life with Lil Durk featuring J. Cole, bro. If you go on YouTube right now and hook up the music video, I think the music video is like, it's like the 20th top music video in the whole world. And the song came out May of last year. The song All My Life with J. Cole and Lil Durk, it dropped May last year. And yet, it's still one of the top music videos on the planet till this day. Because Cole destroyed that song, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, Lamar's not doing that. He's not getting on a song and then for a whole year, it's still in the top 20 trending. He's not doing that. But Cole can. He's doing that. And matter of fact, I want to say first person shooter. No, never mind. Actually, I saw that last week. I saw it pop up on my feed and it wasn't trending no more. But first person shooter with Drake, that was a trending video for a couple of months, but it's not trending no more. I don't know why. But for some reason, even though All My Life came out of May of last year, it's April right now. We got like 28 days, I think, or, you know, maybe 35 days before it hits a year since the music video dropped. And it's still trending because Cole is like that. You think the song is in the top 30 or 20 music video, whatever the number is, bro. You think it would still be trending, and it's almost been a year if it wasn't for Cole. You think if anybody else was up there, it would still be doing that. No. It's because Cole is like that. He's the top dog, man. You can't take it away from him. You feel me? And then this is the part where I know I already know people gonna get mad at me for saying this. I don't care. Drizzy is number 2. I know what you finna say. You finna say I'm wild. Now you finna say that I'm biased and that I'm going off of opinions. I'm not. I'll prove it to you. Drake's last 3 albums were better than Lamar's last 2. Lamar put out an album in 2018. It was for the Black Panther movie. And I'm not going to sit here and say that album was trash. There were a couple songs up there, like the song All the Stars. I know you've heard it. All the Stars with SZA. Like, come on, bro. Now, that song is a banger, bro. To this day, it's still amazing. You feel me? But that album, you know what I'm saying, was decent. And then the 2022 album, well, that wasn't decent. That was straight trash. But Drake's last 3 was hard. In 2021, he dropped that album with Way Too Sexy. Y'all remember that song? I'm too sexy for your girl, too sexy for this world. Y'all remember that old song? That was in 2021. In 2022, then he dropped an album with 21 Savage. That album was tough. Then in 2023, he dropped the album with J. Cole up there, right? So in the past 3 years, Drizzy has put out 3 albums that you can listen to from start to finish, compared to Lamar's last 2 in the last couple of years that you can't listen to from start to finish. I'm just being honest with you. So in terms of being recent, Cole is the best. Drizzy is at number 2, and Lamar is at 3. Now, you can't look at it from an overall perspective. Yes, you know what I'm saying, we know that back in the day, Kendrick, you know what I'm saying, he dropped some great albums, but that was years ago. To Pimp a Butterfly, I think that came out in 2012. That's 12 years ago. His best album came out 12 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Or it was in 2015. I can't remember which one came out in 2015, but I'm not tripping. His best album came out in 2012, right? It's 12 years ago. You feel me? He has not dropped another album that has even come close to that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's where I have to sit here and say, in terms of recency, you can't put Lamar at 1. You can't do that. It's not fair. You have to look at, okay, in this decade, in the 2020s, we ain't talking about the 2010s no more. Who's the best? It's J. Cole. It's Drizzy. He's put out 3 albums since the 2020s began. Well, actually, he's put out 4. He dropped one in 2020, but I think that only had like 5 songs, so I'm not even counting that. But he's dropped 3. They were good. Lamar's put out 1, and it was garbage. So when you look at it from that perspective, you have to say, as of right now, who's on top of the game. You have to give it to Cole and Drake. And let's not forget, Drizzy is he's 1 hit away from beating Michael Jackson's record. And we all know, I don't care what you say, if you sit here and say that Michael Jackson is not the greatest artist of all time, bro, don't ever talk to me in your life. If you try to sit here and say anybody's better than Michael Jackson, bro, you are delusional. There was no artist better than Michael Jackson. Nobody. No rapper, not Cole, not Drizzy, not Lamar, not Tupac, bro, nobody's better than Michael. Not even James Brown and Prince. Nobody's beating MJG. And at any point in 30 years from now, nobody's beating Michael Jackson, okay? So for Drizzy to be 1 away, not 3, not 5, 1 away from being MJ is crazy. You have to put him in number 2. unless Lamar comes out with an album this year, because you know him. And by the way, I forgot. You know, Cole mentioned that too. He said, bro, he said it takes you 2 or 3 years for you to drop a new song. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what Cole, he said something like that, and that's a fact. Kendrick, he takes 2, 3, 4, 5 year big breaks before he drops a new album or a new song. You feel me? So how can you say Lamar is the best and he's not putting out music like that, and when he does, it's garbage, minus the diss he made 2 weeks ago. The diss he made 2 weeks ago is the best, bro, that is the best thing he's put out this whole decade. That's the best thing he's put out this whole decade. Literally. I mean, it's been 4 years, and that's the best you could come up with, one verse. Your whole album was trash. I mean, you have to do better than that. You can't call yourself the GOAT and you performing like that. It's not cool. So that's what I'm going with. And if you're going to sit here and argue, then you're biased. You're biased. You can't say that Lamar is at 1 or even at 2 and his last album was terrible. And that's all he's put out. And he has that one song that came out in 2021. What's the dude's name? Is it Baby Keem? I don't even remember the dude's name. He dropped that one song. I think it's Baby Keem and Kendrick. He had that one song in 2021 before his album came out. That's all you got. Meanwhile, Drake done put out 3 albums. All of them was tough. And he put out First Person Shooter with Cole. Like, come on, dog. You can't be biased when it comes to this crap. It's like talking about LeBron and MJ. Everybody has who they like more, right? But you can't let your biases get involved when it comes to that. Forget who you like more. Forget who you rather, who you rather meet more. Who cares about that? Look at the resume. The resume shows MJ is 6-0 in the finals. LeBron is 4-9, 4-10.